Hey, my name is Chad. On this channel we like to make stuff, and welcome back to the fifth in a series of videos where we are doing a weekly update for those who really want to stay abreast of what's going on out here at Shady Acres for the week. So yes, I'm currently out here on my foundation for the timber frame wood shop. We're going to end the video at that, but we're going to go ahead and hit everything else that we accomplished during the week. So maybe you can see it's a little hazy out. Pollen season is really upon us here in Virginia. A lot of pollen in the air. This green, yellow, powdery stuff. You hear a commotion in the background. We'll talk about what that is here in a second. But just everything is coated in this green stuff. And if I climb up here, look at all these pines are flowering, and that green cloud is just everywhere here in the state of Virginia, and everybody's car is tinted with this this green look. So yeah, so let's walk over here and check out the commotion. This here is our little doggie. That's Minnie. She is a Cairn Terrier from North Carolina. How she says, and she was born. she was born in June of last year, and we got her in August. So that makes her, if you do the math, about 8 or 9 months. Yeah, come here, Minnie. So you see here, I built this enclosure this week. Maybe you recall what kind of mess was in here. I included a before picture, so I'll go ahead and hang that right now. So that's the before. There used to be an old heating oil tank that was right here, where you see all that degradation in the siding. There was actually a tree that grew up behind that heating oil tank and just really did a number on the siding. So anyway, this whole building is all going to come down one day, but right now it is a good dry storage location for me. It's got a bunch of well, it's got some insulation that I pulled out of trailer houses that I'm going to reuse, and it's got a bunch of sacked concrete. So yeah, I got this 3-foot tall wire fence that's got this green plastic coat on it, so it should last a while. I'm not sure how long this will ever stay here, but it's a good fence for a little dog. You can see I got it reinforced with 2 T-posts on each leg wrapped around the cedar tree here, and then at the bottom I got these thick boards that I had cut for a different project. Never going to use those, but that's just to prevent her from being able to push underneath the fence. And you can see she's a small dog. She could easily, you know, push under with some motivation. Oh, by the way, when I was clearing this refuse out of here, I found another reason why we call this Shady Acres. It's not just the shade, believe it or not. There were some pretty interesting parties going on at Shady Acres before it was Shady Acres, and I'm going to have you play the pause game if you want to see what I found right now. All right, so if you're easily offended, don't play the pause game. But yeah, so that's the, I think, 4th of those kind of things I found here on the property since I bought it. And then we got these planter boxes that we put together. Those got flowers in them, flower seeds, and they're just waiting to sprout now. So I put these on pallets. Built these on pallets so I can move them around with the forklifts as I need to mow to get them the best sunlight and make sure the bees get fed. So that's what those are for. Let's see, nothing else going on over here. I put my wood miser, remember the wood miser sawmill used to be there. I finally got that put away into its shed. The skid steer tire has gone flat again, so, and it is off its rim. So a couple videos back I did a whole video on getting that back on its rim. See there, it's sitting on the rim, so I'm gonna have to address that again. I'm really trying to avoid going to buy a new tire because that's about $350 I don't want to spend, and I think $350 is being optimistic. But yeah, haven't done anything with these logs that I got a couple weeks ago. Again, that set of logs was 200 bucks from the neighbor's clearing project, so I need to get into those at some point. And then let's walk down here to the bees. Anyway, there's Minnie. Look at in her nose around here, all that yellow, that's just pollen collecting up in her nose. Oh, that was a good jump, Minnie. So frustrating. All right, she's a good girl, but she's got some nervous issues, so she's probably going to start barking at me as I walk away here. But gonna walk down here. Yeah, gonna walk down here to the beehives and give you an update on what's going on there. All right, so down here at the 2 remaining beehives. Remember last season I started with 3 but lost 1 over the winter. That was in the red hive that was located there. So I pulled that red hive out and brought it home to clean it out. And we're getting 2 new colonies this year, probably this month or next month. So I need to build yet another hive and recover the red hive so I can receive those. But you can see lots of activity going on here. And if we look real close, you can see that these bees have their legs just full of pollen collected, and just lots of activity in and out. So you'll recall 2 videos ago when I brought you down here, these were wrapped in moving blankets. That was just for the insulation from the cold. So I pulled those off, and actually the queen for this colony, but I didn't find the queen in this colony. It doesn't mean she's not there, it just means I didn't see her or inspect all of the panels that had bees on them. So I'm fairly confident that judging by the activity here, that there is a queen present and active over here. So things are looking really good for the bees on Shady Acres. So as promised, here is the construction update back here at the timber frame wood shop. So hopefully you've seen the post video that I posted. That one's actually gotten some really good views. Since then, all 4 of those are completed and under the tarp. And right here before you lies the tie beam. The tie beam is the beam that 2 of those posts are going to support, and this will form like the crossbar of an H. And this tie beam is currently in the exact location where it will be stood up. It's laying on the side, so imagine that thing tipped up 90 degrees and we're looking at the bottom or the ceiling view. All right, so I have got that whole thing completed. I did a whole video on it and it'll be edited this week. If you're wondering, right here we got the tenons that will seat into the posts, and then we've got these tapered dovetail mortises which will support the floor joists. And again, I'm going to be talking all about this in the upcoming video, but here's an example of a floor joist that is just short. So imagine this piece of wood here being about 12 feet long, and each side has one of these tapered dovetail tenons to go into the tapered dovetail mortise, and it goes in and slots in just like this, and it's level on top, and yeah, lots of support there, and it's really going to hold a pair of these beams and posts together. Like, there's going to be a lot of support from the floor joists for the whole building. So just imagine this thing being 12 feet tall. It goes this way and ties into the other beam, which is over here. And I'm ready to start assembling or tooling that. Right now I've got it cut to length. I cut this much off of it and a little off the other side just to square it up. And then I ran these kerf cuts, was it yesterday or the day before that, to start shaping this tenon. Let's check out the other side. Little flaw here, but that's just recalling that character. So yeah, look at these kerf cuts and look how satisfying this is. All I got to do is come in with a hammer and just knock all that out. And then clean this stuff up with the chisel, and that way I just have I have the tenon left over, which is the part that slots into the post. That's the tenon over there. Alright, so this beam is on these flat furniture dollies. It makes it real easy to move around. So that was just one-handed. And then I'll have another pair for the post and another pair for the other post, and we're going to assemble everything right here on the ground, and then we'll stand it up in the shape of an H. It's going to form an H shape piece of the frame that all gets stood up by itself using the two gantries that we created several weeks ago. Oh, the other thing I did this week, I just wanted to make sure that these were absolutely strong enough, because those H frames are going to be probably not quite 2,000 pounds. So I just wanted to make sure that this was extra strong. So I added some plywood with several screws going down this brace, that brace, and both of these uprights. So you can see screws there. Got a bunch of screws, and the plywood is going to give that a lot of I guess lateral support and strength. So I did that on both of the gantry cranes. So the only other thing that I really want to make sure is reinforced. I want to put a board that goes here to here, so this thing can't like do the splits when you got a lot of weight on it, because right now all it's got are those knee braces for support and the bolts at the top. So I just want to take an extra precaution and put boards across the across the bottoms, just so it can't split out. That would cause a pretty good disaster. Well, that's it for today, everyone. Hopefully I satisfied everyone who wants to, stay abreast of what's going on out here at Shady Acres, and hopefully you keep coming back for more. If you're new here, make sure you check out some of the other videos where I go in depth into more of the plans out here, and just I really hope that that you like what you see. I'm not the most well-spoken person in the world. Not very good at all, but hopefully you get past that and enjoy what you're looking at, and that you want to see this thing finished. And I could really use your support, and hopefully you're cheering me on. All right, see you next time when I get that video done, or if I don't get that done this week, see you next week at this time. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you are new to the channel and you want to get caught up to everything that's been going on out here at Shady Acres in just one video, then I suggest you start right here. And if you want to dive in from the beginning and see everything that we've ever done out here, then start right here, click it, and just let it play.